Hi guys, today we're going to be making gyoza. It's a fantastic appetizer, main dish, side dish, whatever you want to call it dish, and it's very tasty. It's basically a pork dumpling that is boiled or half steamed and then fried on the bottom until crispy. It is moist, delicious, and very healthy because every dumpling only has about 30 calories in it once you calculate it up. So let's begin. So to make this fantastic appetizer, main dish, side dish, whatever you want to call it, dish, it's actually pretty simple once you figure it out, but in the beginning can be rather hard. The amount of ginger, is kind of to taste. You want about a half teaspoon of ginger. The only thing I don't like about using this cleaver is the lack of being able to quickly mince stuff. And that's good enough. Okay. You're also going to want some garlic. You're going to want about a teaspoon. You're going to want some pork. This is already ground pork. This is 1 pound. I'm going to need about 4 3/4 ounces. So if you figure that half of this is 8 ounces, I'm going to want a little more than half. So there we go. Now I'll set this aside. I'm going to make a steamed pork bun recipe later. You're going to want some cabbage. You can use green cabbage, nap cabbage, really any kind of cabbage you want. I wouldn't use red cabbage. That wouldn't be very tasty. You're going to want to chop it very fine. And then gyoza typically has onion in it. I'm not going to use onion, I'm going to use a leek. Not that much. Green onion. Kind of varies on how much you want. I'm going to use about that much. I'm going to clear out any bits that are less than desirable looking. I'm also going to want about half tablespoon of soy sauce, about half tablespoon of sesame oil, black pepper to taste, about a pinch. This is optional, but I think it really helps. You want about half teaspoon of sugar. I add a tablespoon of water, and this isn't in traditional gyoza, but I'm going to use it anyways. Very small amount of carrot. The trick to this is if you are going to add carrot, you want fine pieces. So there we go. Glove is optional, but you just want to get in here and mix, mix, mix. This next ingredient is optional. However, it greatly adds to the texture. And that's 1 tablespoon of potato starch. And again, you're going to want to mix, mix, mix. If you wanted to, you can add mushrooms, garlic chives. Totally make the filling yours. But you don't want basically any more filling than that to your ratio of ground pork. The next thing you're going to need is something called gyoza skins. Now, if you have an Asian market in your town, and if you don't, I feel really sorry for you. Here's the package, okay? You take them out. This is what they look like. For that stuff, you're going to need a little bowl of water. You're going to get anywhere from 20 to 30 pieces out of this mixture. It kind of just depends. Okay, so what you do is you get gyoza skin. Okay, that's in correlation to my hand. You want to get some filling. Literally only about a tablespoon of filling. Okay, like that. I'm going to take some water and go around the rim, just like that. Kind of poke your filling up into the top. You want to fold over, starting on the one side, and pinch. Put your thumb there, push back, and pleat and press, like that. Push down, pleat, press, push the filling in, push down, pleat, press, push down, pleat, press, and then I go over the edge. Look at that. Perfect gyoza. At least I think it's perfect because I made it. So here I have 14 gyoza, and I still have about half my filling left, but I'm going to cook some now, and then I'm going to freeze the rest of them in the freezer. Once you mold them like this, you can freeze them and just take them out and cook them whenever you want, and it's a fast, easy, and quick meal. These are my new pans. I got a set of Analon non-stick copper pans. They're pretty, and this is the first time I've ever used them, so I'm hoping it goes well. You're going to want to take a little bit of oil. You can use olive oil or sesame oil or whatever kind of oil. You're going to want to just put them in the bottom of your pan. You can use a brush. I'm just using my hands because, you know, less dishes the dirty. Okay. You want to take your gyoza and line them up in your pan. And note that the pan is not on yet. And I kind of push them down so that they get like a flatter bottom. It helps later with the crispy if they're flat. And now you want to get enough hot water. You want to cover them about halfway. And this is going to vary for everybody because of your pan size and how many you're cooking. But I used about a cup. I'm going to heat on medium high. I'm going to take a lid and cover. And basically what you want to do is you want to bring them to a boil, and you want to boil off the water. It'll take about 10 minutes. And if you have a good heavier bottom skillet, you're going to be fine. Our water is boiling, so we're just going to leave that on and let it cook. Okay, now we're just about to the point we're done. I'm going to lower it even a little more. You're going to want to take about a tablespoon for every batch of 10 sesame oil. Cook it for about 1 to 2 more minutes and let them get really crispy. You basically want to do it until the bottom comes off the pan and it's nice and crispy and just crunchy. Now let's look at one and see how we're doing. We're starting to get a nice bottom on them, but they're not nice and golden brown and crispy. So at this point, I'm going to turn the flame off, and I'm just going to let them cook. There's enough residual heat in there to keep cooking them. I hope you guys will try this delicious recipe for making gyoza. The filling is very versatile, and once you get into the hang of it, it's very easy to make. Please visit my website, www.faylinamir.com, for more recipes just like this one, and please subscribe. And if you have a recipe or an ingredient that you would like to see me cook with, please leave me a comment down below, either on my website or on YouTube, and I will try to cook it. Thanks guys. Bye.